On June 12, 2026, Ice Cube's Big 3 Basketball League announced a business combination with GRAF Global Corp, ticker symbol GRAF. When the deal closes in Q4 2026, Big 3 will trade on a major U.S. stock exchange under the ticker symbol TONT for 3-on-3, making the Big 3 the first publicly traded professional sports league in American history. Not a team, not a parent company that happens to own a team. The league itself, public, or the New York Stock Exchange, founded by a black man from South Central Los Angeles, explicitly designed so the community that built its audience can own a piece of its future. That's not a celebrity story. That's a structural ownership event. And at Black Wall Street odds, we're going to treat it like one. Before we talk about TONT, we need to talk about O'Shea Jackson Sr., because the celebrity frame, rapper, actor, entertainer, is the frame that causes people to miss what he's actually been building for 30 years. Ice Cube co-founded NWA and fought for publishing rights in an era when almost no hip-hop artist understood what publishing was. He left NWA rather than sign away his financial future. He was 20 years old. Most people at 20 would have signed anything to stay in the group. He walked. He built Cube Vision as an independent production company. When the Straight Outta Compton producers offered him $9 million to sign away creative control, he turned it down. He retained his rights. He eventually made significantly more. Same pattern, different decade. Walk away from the bad deal. Build the better structure. Capture more of the value yourself. He launched the Big 3 in 2017, specifically because he saw former NBA players, predominantly black men, who built their careers in the most watched basketball league in the world, having no viable professional home after their NBA days ended. The league didn't exist, so he built it. Not as a charity, but as a business, with ownership at the center of the design. Every major Ice Cube business decision follows the same pattern. Identify where the economic capture is happening. Build the alternative infrastructure. Own it. TONT is the latest iteration of that pattern. And this time, he's inviting the public to own it with him. Now that's new, and new matters, because this is a financial channel, and let's look at what the SEC filings actually say. Not the press releases, the actual investor documents. The Big 3 is entering its 9th season in 2026. 9 seasons, when most people predicted it would collapse after 2. Here's what those 9 seasons built. 550,000 average viewers per game on CBS. 1.2 billion social media impressions in the 2025 season alone. 23% TV viewership growth from 2024 to 2025. And a proven broadcast relationship with a major network, and a commissioner, the iconic Clyde Drexler, who was one of the first black commissioners in professional sports history. The SEC filing also reveals something the sports media coverage completely missed. The Big 3 was the first major professional sports league to implement a mental health policy, the first to support CBD as an alternative to opioid pain management for players, the first to employ female coaches for men's teams. These aren't footnotes. They're evidence that this league was built with a different set of values than the institutions it was designed to compete with. And different values, when they're also good business, build durable institutions. The deal values Big 3 at $290 million pre-money. The trust account backing the SPAC holds approximately $249 million. The transaction requires only $50 million in minimum net cash proceeds to close. That means GRAF can absorb approximately 80% shareholder redemption, and the deal still closes. That's extraordinarily generous cushion for a SPAC merger, and it matters for anyone considering whether this deal actually gets done. SPAC, SPAC, stands for Special Purpose Acquisition Company. It's essentially a publicly traded shell company that raises money through an IPO specifically to merge with a private company and take it public. GRAF Global Corp is the SPAC. Big3 is the private company. When the merger closes, GRAF shareholders automatically become TONT shareholders. One share of GRAF becomes one share of TONT. No action required on your part. The most important feature of a SPAC for retail investors is the redemption right. If you buy GRAF today, and before the merger vote you decide you don't like the deal, you can redeem your shares at approximately the trust value. Currently, and approximately $10.83 per share. That's your floor. Your maximum loss is the premium you paid above that trust value. At current prices, that's approximately 3 cents per share. The downside on GRAF is structurally limited in a way that almost no other investment offers. The risk is not losing your principal. The risk is opportunity cost. Your capital is locked in a SPAC earning minimal return while you wait for a merger vote that may or may not close on schedule. Understand that going in. Size your position accordingly, and know that the Big3 deal has significantly better structural characteristics than the average SPAC merger, specifically because of that $249 million trust against only a $50 million minimum requirement. Here's the most important fact in the entire Big3 investment thesis, and it is being almost completely ignored by every outlet covering this story. 3-on-3 basketball is included in the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. 2 years from now, the sport Ice Cube built a professional league around will be on the global Olympic stage in America's second largest city, with American audiences at peak attention, with international broadcast reach across every market the Big3 is trying to enter. The Big3 already streams on Maigu in China and TV Globo in Brazil, the first and second largest basketball markets outside the US. The international infrastructure plus an LA Olympic moment is a growth catalyst that is not priced into the $290 million valuation. It can't be. It's 2 years away. But patient capital sees around corners, and this corner is visible. The SEC filing also notes that live sports are expected to represent 50% of total TV advertising spend by 2030. The Big3 is a live sports property with a proven broadcast relationship, growing international footprint, and an Olympic tailwind 2 years out. That combination for a $290 million valuation is the investment thesis in one sentence. But Black Wall Street Odds isn't just a financial channel. We're a cultural economics channel. And the cultural economics of what Ice Cube did goes significantly deeper than the SPAC mechanics. The NBA is approximately 74% Black players. It generates approximately $10 billion. Let me repeat that, $10 billion in annual revenue. The ownership of that league, approximately 97% white. When Michael Jordan sold his majority stake in the Charlotte Hornets, there were 0 Black majority owners of NBA franchises. 0. In a league built on Black athletic excellence. Ice Cube looked at that picture and did something nobody else did. He didn't petition the NBA for an ownership stake. He didn't form a consortium to buy a minority position. He built a competing institution from scratch. And then he took it public in a way that explicitly invites the Black community that built its audience to own a piece of what they helped create. As Ice Cube told Bloomberg, you can't participate in the upside of the team besides winning. TONT changes that permanently. That sentence, said by the founder of the first publicly traded professional sports league in American history, is the most BWO-aligned statement any Black business founder has made in the public markets in years. He understood the problem. He built the solution. And now he's offering the community a seat at the table he built. Let's return to June 12, 2026, because that date matters. SpaceX IPO'd that same day. $75 billion raised, the largest IPO in stock market history. CNBC had reporters covering it live from London, Singapore, San Francisco, and the NASDAQ floor simultaneously. Every major financial publication on earth led with it. It dominated every financial feed for 48 hours straight. Ice Cube took the Big 3 public the same day. ESPN gave it a paragraph in the sports section. All hip-hop covered it. A handful of financial trade publications noted it. Black financial media, almost completely silent. That asymmetry in coverage, in cultural attention, in financial media priority is not just a media critique, it's a wealth gap in real time. The stories we don't tell are the opportunities we don't take. BWO exists to close that gap. Here's what BWO wants you to walk away knowing. 1. The Big 3 is a real league. 9 seasons, CBS broadcast, 550,000 viewers per game, 1.2 billion social impressions. This is not a vanity project. 2. The SPAC structure offers unusually protected downside for a speculative investment. The redemption right is your floor. Know it. Use it if needed. 3. The 2028 LA Olympics are a growth catalyst not yet priced into the $290 million valuation. 4. GRAF converts to TONT automatically at merger close. No action required. Just hold. 5. This is the first time in American sports history that a black founder has taken a black-founded league public in a way that invites community ownership. That is historically significant regardless of whether the stock goes up or down. Ice Cube didn't go to Wall Street because he needed validation. He went to Wall Street because he understood something Prince understood, something Wu-Tang understood, something every black creator who ever fought for their masters understood. The community that builds the value should own a piece of what they built. TONT is one answer to that question. It's not perfect, no investment is, but it exists and it's public and anyone can buy it. Current ticker is GRAF, G-R-A-F, converting to TONT in Q4 2026. Do your research, talk to your advisor, and then decide whether you want to be on the ownership side of this story or the spectator side. This is Black Wall Street Odds. Drop your questions about TONT below. We look forward to seeing you and responding to your comments.